my feet off the ground, let gravity take me up. As beautiful as it's been, it's time for me to go. I wanna sail away, I wanna feel the weightlessness of my soul. I've gotta go all the way to eternity. I will run all the way to see you. I've gotta go all the way through time and space to find my voice. Gravity, take me up. As beautiful as it's been, it's time for me to go. I wanna sail away, I wanna feel the weightlessness of my soul. I've gotta go all the way to eternity. I will run all the way to see you. I've gotta go all the way through time and space to find my voice, to see you, and I'll go. And I'll go. wanna sail away. I wanna feel the weightlessness of my soul.
Yeah, boy. How you doing? Oh, let me see. Let me play something. Let me put on some tunes. How's the volume? It's too low. Let's fix the music first. I need some music for this. That's for sure. Hello, homies. How do you do? So let's see what's going on in the chat. Yeah, boy. Test, test, test. Hello. Intimate Tech is here. Hello, Twitch dude. Retest, choo choo, toughed up. Tech Fives, thank you so much for subscribing. That's appreciated, son. Here we go. Yeah, boy. So the volume is not okay for me. I need to hear myself and the music, of course. Of course, of course. Nice. Ian just subscribed, thank you so much. What a bush, what a bus. What a boss. I'm the boss, you're the boss, who's the boss? 10 months in a row, William as well, man, that's cool. Paul Sinclair, 11 months in a row, thank you so much. And the chicken dance, Timo triggered the chicken dance, you didn't. You triggered the chicken dance. Okay. This music is a kind of hack and whack, kinda is. This is going to be an interesting one. Yeah, well, we're talking in a Dutch chat about like deCONZ versus ZSH, and I am a deCONZ user, right? So I use a combi stick, and I have multiple of them. Still not right. This is just weird. Hold on, I have multiple sticks. So I was just like, okay, let's just open up. Let's just pick up my production system, and which runs deCONZ at this moment, and hook up an additional stick, like an additional combi stick, so 2 combi sticks now, and just try ZSH as well, and let's see what's the difference, and how does it look, and how does it work. So I got a bunch of, like, Magnus, thank you so much, man, that's appreciated. Here we go, yeah, boy. 17 months in a row. Oh boy, that's a long time. Thank you so much for your support, man. That's appreciated. What is this song? The song is always like there it is. Like this is the title of the song playing, in case you want to know. Either and Light Variant. Yeah, that song is cool, by the way. That song is cool. In the middle of the screen it tells you the song you have been pointed out. Hey, from Chicago, Illinois, USA. Hey mate, hey Rich, how do you do? Thank you for tuning in, mate. Good to see you. Music is good, music is good. Been looking forward to this for a while. ZSH versus deCONZ using a Raspberry Pi 4. Looking forward to learn more about both. Yeah, me too. So much confusion out there. It's not, is it confusion? I think it's choices. Like, you should just try what you like, right? So if you're going to start out with ZigBee, which is what we're talking about today, there are like multiple options. Like you have ZigBee to MQTT, right? And you have the deCONZ and you have ZSH. I think ZigBee to MQTT doesn't make any sense in the HA ecosphere unless you're using like Node-RED or other external systems. But I'm not going to talk about that one because I think it's bullshit. That's my honest opinion, by the way. Salty one. So there are 2 left. Like deCONZ and ZSH are like the most, in my humble opinion, the best solutions out there. So why not? Phil WE, thank you so much, sir. Here we go, yeah, boy. So let's see. I'm going to make the chat a bit faster because I'm not planning on doing a 4 or 5 hour stream today. So I'm going to skip some. If I skip you, sorry mate. I normally do not do that, but yeah. Awesome topic. Hope you choose the good one. Hope I chose the good one. Okay, well, we'll see. I hope I did choose the good one. I just migrated and paired everything again against deCONZ, right? Wait, today is Wednesday, right? Yep. So why not? Let's just go. I was like, somebody, are you going to stream tonight? I was like, no, but Wait.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, Robert Banana. How do you do, mate? Thank you for tuning in. Are you corona free? Yes. I do not have corona in my fridge at this point. I could use a good beer though. Yeah, boy, evening homies. Oh my god, I typed that as you said it. Okay. Exactly the kind of video I wanted to see. Okay. Well, me too. You're a day late. Had the house to myself yesterday. Can't watch you on TV tonight. Oh boy. I'm so sorry. Please next time inform me. I can adjust to your schedule. Not joking, by the way. ZHA was pretty okay, but there's a Habitat custom component. Works very well. Let's get see with it. Okay. Hello. Check out the chick face. GR Dean, thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube, and please let me know in the chat, Dean. Do you like cats or dogs? That's the question here we have. Hello there, homies, lol. Hi everyone. No corona in Enschede. Nope. Which Dutch chat? Milo B. To check out my Twitter, twitter.com/Frank. I tweeted today about a chat server I had open for a while. Nobody knew it actually. So I thought, why tweet about it? So I created a Dutch domotics server, which is just like not specifically to HA, but domotics in general. Like, I don't care if you do domotics or OpenHAP or Home Assistant or Homey, but just like a server for enthusiasts in the Dutch community. So the language is Dutch, we talk Dutch, it's just like a nice small community on Discord. So it's discord.me/domotica. That's the URL to get there, or go to my Twitter, you can find the link. If you're Dutch, join, it's fun. Maybe I should just share the link. Let me share the link. So it's specifically, it's Dutch, by the way, so if you do not speak Dutch, please just like don't. But in case you like, there's the link, you can join. I broke my deCONZ today. Something to do with USB 3 and channel 11. I do not know anything about that. What's your opinion about Raspberry vs Combi? I think a Raspberry doesn't make much sense, since like you're limited to Raspberry, right? So if you migrate to a different like thing later on, then you're stuck with something that just hooks up to your GPIO pins, which you do not have possibly. So I don't see why anybody would buy those boards. Like, buy a Combi. It's USB. You can plug in any machine. It just makes more sense to me. ZigBee to MQTT just got a big feature though, auto updates. Yeah, that could be, but Combi already did that, so I don't know. Don't skip this. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. What streaming software do you use? I use OBS, the open broadcast software streaming shizzle dizzle. Skip Node-RED? Oh, that's a shame. I love using it. No, Node-RED is not my thing, so. Hope you are doing great, Frank. I am actually. Thank you for asking, by the way. I use ZSH and have Nortec USB stick. Cool. And to be honest, I set up everything using that before I learned deCONZ existed. Well, that's a bit my issue, right? Like, at the time I started using deCONZ, like ZSH was like not as good as it is right now. So deCONZ made a lot of sense at the time. Still, it's a good solution, and I think it's still like on to par with ZSH, but I guess I'm going to find out tonight. Allergic to cats. It must be dogs. Snoop Dogg in the house here. Thank you for the follow there, mate. That's appreciated. Paulson, hey. Hi, Frank. Hey, Paulson. How do you do? At work. Hope no one looks over and sees me on Twitch. Well, they will see me on Twitch. That's like the thing you got wrong there. Okay. Is ZSH already as stable as deCONZ? I would say yes. I know, like, if you look at Nabukasa, like me and Pascal use deCONZ, and Paulus uses ZSH, and I think Bram currently is using ZSH as well. He switched over recently, I thought. So it's always like a bit of battle, right? Like, we all agree that they are all fine solutions, but it's whatever you like more. That I think that's more of the things you find important. So let's talk about it a little bit. Let's switch to my desktop. I hooked up an extra stick, so I have multiple deCONZ sticks here for testing. So I put another deCONZ stick into my production system, so we can actually like just use my actual home system and hook it up and see what it does. That's the idea, right? Let's switch. If I can find the right button, that is. Here we go. Welcome to my desktop. Welcome back to my desktop. I got myself a big cup of coffee. ZSA, not ZSH. Sorry, did I say it wrongly? I'm sorry. If I say it wrongly, I'm sorry. We're going to talk about ZHA. Oh, good trust. Thank you so much, sir. That's appreciated. Here we go. Yeah, boy. What's your opinion on using USB sticks like the Combi versus a gateway like Vibaro? I do not like having an additional gateway. I would like to avoid that, actually. I threw out all my gateways, like the U bridge. Well, my U bridge is technically still there, so is my IKEA bridge. But whatever, if you're using an additional bridge, I think, like, I don't know. I like Node-RED, but it seems like a shortcut. And to me, it seems like the opposite of a shortcut. But that's like, oh, the beautiful Vivaldi action. Yeah, I love Vivaldi. So this is my home system, and what I did, if I go to the supervisor here, which I definitely need to upgrade. I'm running dev, by the way. Not sure. I hope I hope it didn't break at this point, but we're going to learn. Okay, so if I look at here, we can see this is my Z-Wave stick. This is my Combi 2, which I just added to the system. And this is my Combi 1, which I use for deCONZ at this point. So my deCONZ is running here. And if we go to Gateway, there it is, Combi stick. So I'm still on the Combi 1 on my production system because I never took the time to switch to Combi 2. But it's working. Like I have some buttons and stuff going on. I've seen some stuff connected, all nice, and this is how deCONZ works. So I'm going to try to add ZSH. Let's start with that. I have no idea where to start though. So let's go to the documentation. And the music is too loud for me. I'm always fiddling with my audio during stream. That's not good. Should mark it. Running dev. Not by choice from what I remember. The last time it wasn't, but in the current release everything is fixed. So I could like go back to stable, but dev is also kind of nice at this point, right? What bulbs? I have like IKEA NU bulbs. I have this little testing thing I have, which is just a wire with a ZigBee bulb and a sun off in between, which still runs the original firmware, which I work on from time to time. So this is like my test thing. I don't know. It's always next to me. I can plug it in and pair it whatever I like, and just like not big rocket science. So this is one I have for testing. I also have some remotes and the Symphonist, Canon Cube, and some sensors and buttons from Xiaomi. So there should be plenty of stuff to play with here. I got some temperature sensors. I got the Philips Hue remotes. I have plenty of stuff going on. I have plenty of stuff which I can use and pick up and just hook up to ZSA. ZHA. ZHA. I need to remember that. Let's call it just the ZigBee integration or something. Is there a way to move her from deCONZ to another without having to pair again? No, there is not a way for that. Did you already face problems with deCONZ like device is not reachable after boot and restarts? No, I did not, because deCONZ keeps running while I restart Home Assistant. So let's try ZSH. What to do? Probably like this is not like ZigBee. Here we go. Is all the same documentation? Yes. So I need to enable it manually. Okay. I think I first need to find out which device I can use. This is not an integration which you can just activate right in here somewhere. Like, yeah, it's in here. Okay. Radio type, deCONZ. And then I need to have the path. So I need to find out the path. Let's do that. Terminal. Hello, terminal. And I think it told me possible paths, right? So I need to find out. I can probably just use this one. I could try. Let's try. Let's try. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Configuration, integrations. ZSH. This is the path. Conb. Submit. Okay. Success. That was easy. Oh, and my chat client just crashed, which means I haven't seen what you guys have said to me. So I missed some in the chat. I'm sorry, guys. So to say deCONZ, what's the difference? Yeah, well, deCONZ runs as an add-on, and Home Assistant connects to the add-on, or on a separate device. That's also fine, right? But actually, the ZigBee is handled by an external program. ZSH, I say it again. ZHA runs, because I use ZSH. It's so. So the built-in integration actually just like uses the stick directly, so there's no external program involved. You do not need another add-on, and this has some cool things because the people that work on the integration, the ZHA integration, they're a team. There's a couple of people working on it, and the development is going really fast. So that's kind of nice. While with the deCONZ app, you're like, it's an application that is built by a third party, dressed in electronics in this case, which is nice and all, but we're dependent on their release cycle, which is not that often lately. So I do not know. There are pros and cons for each of them. Like there's no like good or bad, I guess. Okay, let's finish this one. Let's see. This one is in my office right now, so let's mark it as office. Well, this is it. It's the coordinator. Nice. So I guess we're connected. And now what? Okay. So the major difference between like this and the experience for the Conb is already like visible a bit. If I go here and we go to the Conb, which is the Conb. I use it so much. Here it is. Like here, you pick like lights, switches, or sensors. That's the only thing. That's kind of a thing, right? Like deCONZ doesn't know about anything else. So it's lights, switches, and sensors. And in some cases, some things are sensors which actually aren't sensors. Like, I don't know. Like secretly, the Magic Cube is also a sensor, which it doesn't show, but okay. But lights and switches, if you add curtain rails, for example, I know Nicholas did. I'm not sure if he's in. But hello, Elisa Martelli. Good evening. So I know he did like the Xiaomi curtains on ZigBee, and they actually are a light in deCONZ, so that can lead to some troubles, right? But yeah. Or plugs that are considered as a light. Is that true? I do not have ZigBee plugs, so I don't know. But are they appearing as lights in Home Assistant as well? Don't know. Hey, Amari Verschoren. How do you do, mate? So this is a bit different. And if you go here and you do add, like it will start searching for 3 minutes and add it. That's okay. I wonder how, and they just pop up. So I wonder how this works in ZSH. Let's try. ZHA. ZHA. I use the ZHA. Xiaomi EU plug is a light in deCONZ, but switch in HA. Okay, that's good to know though. Did you just run deCONZ on? Yes, I do. I have 2 sticks. I have multiple sticks. So I use one stick. I have a deCONZ 2 connected to Home Assistant. and a deCONZ 1 stick connected to the deCONZ add-on. So yeah. Okay, let's try it. Let's add something. Okay, this looks a bit like it's not searching for something specific, so I cannot connect anything, I assume. Let's add a button. Let's add a button. This button right now. It's pairing mode. Oh, and the battery fell out. Let's try again. You saw an IKEA remote. I saw something about IKEA. There it is. I need to do something. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. That's appreciated. Here we go. Yeah, boy. Thank you. Meanwhile, the thing paired. It popped up. Nice bunch of information though. Like, we have a lot of information if we go... 2 cents, thank you for the follow, that's appreciated. Please let me know in the chat, do you like cats or dogs? Like, if you use Combi, you have like this debug thing where you can go in, right? So all this information, like, that's presented right now here, like, but this is more minimal. It's like on both ends, so that's okay. Let's give this thing a name. User given name. So let's give this thing like the IKEA general remote or something, I don't know. And let's prefix it with test so I know for sure in my production system which is what. I don't care about the area right now. Okay, reconfigure. And now? Okay, this is a bit weird. I have Xiaomi roller shades. They show up as lights and deCONZ, but as covers in HA. Okay, so that's like covered. Okay. Do you stream weekly or just at random times? I try to stream weekly and sometimes at random times, like what I do now. So yeah, okay. Hey, Frank from a German hotel. Hey guys, how do you do? So much better to stop deCONZ. Okay. What about radio channels? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Let's see if there's something about radio channels. There's a visualization Lovelace card you can use with ZHA. Similar to deCONZ view. Oh, that's interesting. Should look at that. Which Dutch cat? Okay, that's now added. You can see it in the entities, yeah, but there's no like go back. Oh, this is the go back button, I guess. Here we go. Maximus Minimus 33. Thank you for the follow, that's appreciated. Please let me know in the chat, sir. Do you like cats or dogs? You're now officially a Home Assistant homie, of course. Alex. Holy crap. What's going on with the restream bot? I don't know. What is he saying? I don't see him. Oh my god, so loud. Is it loud? It's YouTube spam bots. Oh, okay. I see it. Okay, let's kill the bot. I do not have moderators, by the way. I should assign some moderators. I see. Hold on. Let me kill the bot. Moderators, by the way. Oh, I should assign some. I can hear myself. That's weird. Hold on. Let me kill the bot. Moderators, by the way. Oh, I should assign some. I can hear myself. That's weird. Hold on. How can I? I think that did it. How do I kill that thing? So annoying. YouTube, come on. I think I got it. Holy shit. I would expect just a ban button. Like, come on, mates. This is like... Get out. How do I ban it? I think I got it. Okay, let me see. Is there somebody here? I know. This just sucks. I hate those spammers. Ah well, took care of it, I guess. Is this add-on and Combi supporting Z-Wave as well? No. Combi is for ZigBee, not for Z-Wave. The ZSH network card. Okay, I will check on that later. J-Dad in the house! Hey J-Dad, how do you do, mate? Good to see you around. Come on. I'm really having troubles with YouTube here. Like, get the hell out of here. Mr. Banani, hey, how do you do, mate? Choo choo, homie. Yeah, boy. Where's Thomas? Yeah, he's asleep. So let's continue here. I'll just ignore this stupid bot there. Just wasting my time. So we're doing here the device automation, and device automation, the ZHA devices. I just paired this little deCONZ stick with Home Assistant on the ZigBee home automation, and now paired this little IKEA remote control as well, which is showing up here. There's a battery entity, which is unknown, which is fairly okay. That sucks. And this is kind of cool. Like, this is hard in deCONZ already, what I see. Oh boy. Oh. Okay, so you can do a freaking lot here. That's clear. A lot of stuff I shouldn't touch, probably. This gives me a bit of a feeling like how Z-Wave does it. Ah, come on. How do I kill the freaking bot? There are multiple bots or something, like multiple accounts. So I'm sorry about those. So annoying. But this gives me a bit of a Z-Wave feeling, right? Z-Wave does this as well a bit. Okay. Then you have the group binding. So how can I bind something? This is a bindable group. And bind to what? Lost the commands, reset to factory defaults. Cluster attributes. Do I need to trigger something or something to get this data? Bind and unbind groups. I'm not sure what to do here. Okay, we'll get back to this later. We've got the ZigBee devices here. Groups. I should create a group probably. No. Okay, I can create a group. Then make members and then bind stuff to different devices. That's probably how it works. Probably if I have a light, I can check it, right? Okay, how does this show up in Home Assistant? Let's go to... Let's just make a... Let's use this laptop. Let's remove this all. Come on, the freaking bot. I will definitely stop streaming on YouTube if this continues. I will definitely do that, by the way. Freaking YouTube. Camera focus. Thank you. Okay, we got ourselves a thing here. Let's add, I don't know. I cannot do anything with this button, right? Developer tools, states, test. No, it's not here. So where do I find this thing? Yeah, thank you so much for following. At least the bot is talking about smart home topic. Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Yeah, boy. Another report in. How the hell? I keep like giving timeouts and reporting to YouTube that it is unwished for and all these things more, and I do not have, like, I want a simple option with, hey YouTube, ban this freaking person. Like, ban, go away, don't. Like, I can give them a freaking timeout, but that's just like temporary. Like, come on. I hate fucking YouTube. I hate it, really. Guys, if you want to watch like a normal... It's more than one account, yeah, there is. Is somebody on YouTube which who I know, like, a bit better? Or somebody from Twitch that can, like a regular guy that go to YouTube, by which I can gain moderator rights? Yeah, they're repeating comments, that's true. I think I got them now, but... Yeah. You need to listen for ZSH events. Yeah, that's true. I'm going to try that. I can go. Thank you, Ian. So let's go. So there's no device for this thing, right? So it just gives you this remote and then like 2 batteries. 2? Why 2? They're both not working. Okay. Let's add them to Lovelace, to the lab dashboard. Just add them, I don't care. Okay. Let's go to events and listen to ZHA events. There they go again. Come on, I do not want to fight this. Oh, you're here. What? Nice. You're moderated now. Intimate tech. Freaking annoying. Kill them. kill them all. Do whatever is needed. Just kill them. Ban them. I don't know. Do something. Mr. Fat, hello. Hello, Mr. Fat. There you go. Thank you so much. Kill them with fire, indeed. Kill them with fire. So annoying. YouTube has been screwed over recently with these bots. Big channels getting changed with fake subscribers. Okay, I haven't seen them much lately. This is the first time this happens to me. Like, we had a bot once with just kick him out and it was done. This is kind of annoying and hard. Like, they will burn. Just kill the YouTube stream. I don't think I can do that, by the way. Like, I can have some controls, but I cannot, like... Can I? Yeah, I can. I can kill the YouTube stream, though. Facepalm. But we have Intimate Tag now, running on the... killing them all. Oh, Joshua is there as well. Here you go, Joshua. Some people there probably can help. 448 watching on YouTube. Yeah, probably there are bots. Okay, so let's do something for real. Start for listening for the ZSH event. Is it this event? Because nothing is happening. Or is it events? No. So how do I know which event is triggered here? Do I want to know? I do not need to know, maybe. I had bad luck with these IKEA remotes. Oh. I just ordered a committee. I'm interested to compare the two to Z2M. I'm not going to compare to Z2M because I think it doesn't make sense. You can bind the remote to a light if you want to have them talk to each other directly without HA at all. That's interesting. That's the group binding, which is possible in deCONZ as well, but really hard to do. I need some tools here. Why is the thing not like talking? Why do I not see like I just want to see. There's a light, there's a sensor, examples, nice, switch, cool. How do I use them? Okay, sensor, but how? Like a switch. It's the same page. So how do I use these? How can I see the events? Anybody knows? Just make an automation with the device. Yeah, but I want to know how it works. Like, I do not want to rely solely on device automations, right? Like, they are really hard to use in just YAML automations. And I'm not sure at this point if it's just my remote now. What is it? ZSH event? ZHA event, sorry. What is the event coming through here? Can I listen for star? It's going to be a pain, right? They not even show up. It doesn't show up. So something is wrong with this thing. Is it just this thing? Like just this remote? Configuration. Like it's here, right? What does this do? Let's remove it and let's try again. This is not how I expected it to work. It's searching. Okay, going to press the button 4 times now. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's blinking. Message sent failure. It's doing all kinds of stuff. I see a lot of... Yeah, there it is. Okay, so test remote. Let's try it just again. and just touch nothing. How can I stop? You got it already. This is it. I think you messed up the device. Yeah, I think so too. So I re-added it now. You must type in ZHA event. Yeah, I did, but it didn't come up. It didn't show up. Okay, can I now go out here? Does it work? Well, the battery now works, so probably I messed something up the first time. Okay, let's assume I messed up. That's fine. I can live with that. Events. I want to see the events. Hell yeah, there they are. Kind of works. Okay. So we have events. Nice. So now we can do automations. Automations. Let's do something. I don't know what to do. Let's do something. So the device should now pop up, right? So test remote. The button turn on is pressed. Dim up, dim down. Oh, this seems complete, right? So this is like the complete 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dim up, dim down. Turn on button is continuous pressed, left, right. Makes sense. This is the whole shebang. Okay, so that works. I want to pair a light. Let's pair a light here. They will burn. The bot repeats that they will burn, which is that's kind of cool, right? I don't know how they are hella smart and saying relevant things. It's just repeating stuff. Okay, let's hook up this light here and let's see what it does. I should have power outlet here somewhere. I had a power outlet here. Light. So let's hook up this one so we can actually do something with this button instead of say ZHA. Okay, let's add a device. So now this light, so we need to reset this thing, and this is an IKEA bulb, and the IKEA bulbs are awesome because you turn them on off 6 times and then it will go in pairing mode. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It blinked, but that's a good sign. It already got it. No, that's a router. Why does it say it's a router? Like the information isn't complete yet or something? Is this this thing? Am I looking at it? Main power devices are usually routers as well, yeah. They want you to think it's a light. Is it a light? Yeah, it's a router because connected to the mains. I know, but I expect to see a device here. Like, which light is it? I'm seriously not understanding something here. It did not pair correctly. Oh. Okay. And I will remove it. Now removed. Is removed. Okay, let's try again. It blinked, so it's reset. Turn it on and off again to create an event with IKEA stuff. This looks more like it. So it misfired or something. I don't know. Just try again. Okay. I did. When using light hue with ZHA, while trying to change the brightness or color, it does not change smoothly. Transitions. It hard switches to the new brightness. Oh. Oh, that kind of sucks. That's a familiar click there. Yeah, it's a... Sound of Basic, the DIY free version. No, you need to reset them before you try to add them. Oh. Probably. The other was Xiaomi sensor of some kind. I don't think so, because it was powered to the mains, so I do not have Xiaomi mains powered stuff. So, okay. So this one is now connected. Let's give it test light. I find this confusing. I would expect like a save button. There isn't. So this is like, that's why I think I need to click this button, but this is probably wrong. I find this a bit weird. Oh, there's a help here. Oh. That's not much of a help. So this is a bit weird. But it's in here. We have like a test light and a test remote, which is capitalized and not, because I'm consistent as fuck. And now we can... Yeah, I agree, it needs a save button. It's just weird. It feels weird. Like if you save things directly, just let me know. Or like there are many buttons there. I would expect a save button at that point as well, right? What am I doing? What do I do next button? That's the thing. There's no next action, right? Like clicking back doesn't feel as the next action. That's kind of weird. Like give it just a done button then. Or something. Okay. So the light is in my mic is here. It's on. Can I toggle it now? Apparently. It is responsive as hell, by the way. Like, it's more instant indeed. A bit. Compared to deCONZ, I would say. But not, like, this could be just misconception. Like, deCONZ is really freaking fast as well. If I use, like, the door magnets, like that could be a good test though. I have multiple of those. Like do one with deCONZ and do one with ZHA and then see which one is faster or if they respond well. But this looks fine. I do not know why people put this in. Why is this in my screen here? Why is this here? Why do I need this? I do not want to know this. Actually, I don't care. Never mind. Okay, this works. Does my button still work? Does it still have battery? It does. Okay, let's hook them up. Let's go to configuration, automations. We create one. We're skipping it. We're going to name this test. I don't know. From device. Test light. No. Test remote. If the on button is pressed, then test light. Wait, what? Okay, this I don't like. Like, do you see this list? Like, I know my device name is long, but it's not. My entity is named that way, right? Let's rename the entity. That just looks ugly as hell. Okay. Test light. Test bulb. Let's call this one bulb. So we know the difference between the entity. And the sensor ID, I don't care. Oh, that's the sensor. I am on the remote. Test remote. Test light bulb. Okay, let's create an automation. Let's try again. Let's go to the light first. Light. Test light. No area. Here we go. This looks better. Why did it show so freaking weird? Okay. Turn on test bulb, toggle test bulb. Let's do the toggle first. And then the remote. Turn on button pressed. Save it. I must say, this is kinda... It skips clicks. I just got a couple of clicks that were skipped. 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 And it picks up. Skipped. Skipped. And it picked up. Why? Skipped, and it picked up. Skipped, 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 picked up. That's not good. I'm already loving ZHA. Okay. What ZigBee stick are you using? I'm using a Combi 2 for this test. Curious if the brightness buttons work. They should work as well. Yeah, you can make them work. Like, you could do like a group binding. That's kind of like something only, well, that's a different thing, but you could do an automation. Let's give this thing a name, by the way. Test to toggle. Okay. And test brightness up. Test brightness up. Device remote. Brightness up. Dim up is pressed. Is it dim up? Okay, that's a weird term for me. Test light. Brightness increase. Safe. Let's create another one. That's weird. Things are acting a bit weird though. Test. Brightness down. Remote. Should use two hands, that's easier to type. Dim down. Okay. I missed one. I missed one. Whatever. Up, down. So this should work now, right? On. And now the brightness up. Well, that kind of works, but I cannot dim down till it goes off. Why is that? So let's pick up the light. I know deCONZ can. Let's add this one to Lovelace here. Yeah, that's fine. Add it. To have it here, right? It works. Just ignores some of the clicks. That's a bit of a concern though. Like, you can hear the click, right? Usually those batteries have reset times, but I do not have this. Do I have this available at deCONZ at this point? I could just unpair this thing and just try it on deCONZ and see what it does, if it responds differently. Like we now have seen pretty well how this works, right? So I could just go in and pair this two up now with it could be the remote though. I agree. So how do we? What are you running HashIO on? I do not run HashIO since it does not exist anymore. So I run Home Assistant, and I run Home Assistant on my VM with a custom operating system. So it's Home Assistant supervised, which I run for my production. I tried a lot of buttons, and the only ones that fire well are the Sylvian remotes. Okay. Do you know the Ghost Rider? That's not needed, Lucas. Don't make me like kick you out. What desktop are you using for Home Assistant? That is Google Chrome. If you open Home Assistant in Chrome and you have an SSL certificate, you have the option to install it as an app. And this is the result of it. So it's pretty useful. And the color of the bar matches your theme. So that's kind of nice. Or there's a setting for it or something. The button is just crappy with the clicks. It misses in deCONZ as well. Really? Cool. Does it register double clicks? Oh, it does. Oh, that's probably the reason, right? That should be visible in the logs, in the events. Let's try. Let's try. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's a good question. Okay, if I click slowly, it's still this combination. Not sure what it is, but 0, 4, 3, 5. If I double click, it stays the same. Oh, there was a other one. Sometimes registers a different event. I'm not sure. That's the kind of thing that at this point, this is a winner for me for deCONZ. Not because it might be a better responder or handle this better, I do not know. But the names of the events are more clear. Like you know what it is. At least there's a code you can work with. This is just like arguments. That's nice, but it's not saying much. I guess this is internal, so it's fine, but there's something weird going on. That's for sure. The IKEA 5-button does not support anything but toggle. Yeah, but it's not the main. I'm using the brightness buttons at this point. And if I want to change the brightness with the new stepping up and stepping down feature, which kind of works, if I'm not too fast on the trigger. So that's annoying if you use something like this, right? If I click up, like, pretty quick, like, it does, yeah, it got one. And, yeah, another one. This is what has been driving me crazy with the IKEA dimmer. Okay, so let's assume it's the IKEA dimmer, right? Let's assume this is like the faulty one. Okay. Hello, Philips Hue. You're a respected fella. Right? I need something to reset the thing. So little like paper clip kind of thing. Let's hook up this one. Let's hook up the Philips Hue remote, right? That's a decent remote, right? Try the Symphonist button. Yeah, but that's... You create an automation with continually press defend, but why? You need to reset it before you try to add it. Yeah, I don't know how. How? How do I reset one of these? Like the deCONZ ones help you. The deCONZ interface helps you out with what to do. Like you select like, okay, you want to add this and then hold these buttons and it will pair or something. You need it on a loop for brightness. Hold and raise the brightness for every 300 milliseconds. No. Use the iPhone SIM card pin. Yeah, that's something I have lying around. I got something. I wish you could organize them in folders. I do too, Mark. I do too, I agree. I'm with you there. I will advocate it, that's for sure. Don't worry, mate. No, we know of those kinds of things that are still needed, right? But we have to make choices, so... There's a reset button on the back for 10 seconds. I know. Let's do it. Let's go pair this up. Add a device. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This was way too fast. Nothing. I'm pretty sure this one works though. This one is dead, Jim. This one is out. New one is in. Here we go. This is another one. Let's see if this one is better. Yep. So this one is now in pairing mode, I assume. Search again. Ooh, seems to pick up something. SL Philips, so that's a good sign. deCONZ looks like a ton of less work. Yeah. No, not less, it's different. I don't know what to say less work. It's like the same, like you have to reset it in the same way, right? So, okay, let's give this thing a name. Test U. Let's give it just U. And this is what I do not like about this interface, and I will definitely leave a response. Like, now what? Okay. Can I cancel this? Is there okay done button? There's no... Okay, this is what I really do not like, by the way. This is confusing. Can I go back already? Like, yes, apparently. How's the battery? Still okay. Nice. All the group grinding stuff, all interesting for later, not for now. Let's go back to my automations. And let's pick up the two test ones, the brightness up and down, right? And let's change this from the tester mode to the U remote. And dim up. Is it up? This is down. Dim down button is pressed. What options did I more? So what's the difference between dim up pressed, turn off, dim down, press release, continuous pressed, continuously pressed. What is continuously pressed? That is just whole. There's a whole action. Or continuously multiple times. Okay. Button pressed. Is this up? No, this is down. This is... Am I now mixing things up? Yeah, increase. This is up. Save. Okay, that should do it, right? I forgot the toggle button, which is now an on-off button. So I should actually create two automations now to do the on-off, right? Automations plus skip test on. Let's make it just toggle. Let's use the on button for toggle. Let's rename the previous one. Yes. Where is it? Test toggle. Here it is. U turn on button pressed is now the toggle. This is weird. This thing is called test. Why is it in the middle between L and O? Oh, this is not alphabetically sorted? It is. Or not. No. Wait. How? Why is this here? I don't know. Okay, let's test it. Does it work? No car. It's lowercase and uppercase. Yeah, that's weird. Because it's in the middle of... Well, okay. But... this thing doesn't do shit. So why is that? Do we get events? Well, there are events. The events look pretty decent. This handles multiple events way better than the IKEA one, by the way. And the arguments are consistent as well. So this is the dim up button. So this is probably... You forgot to save, did I? Is that a problem? Is that a stupid mistake I made? U, turn on button pressed. Test bulb. There's nothing to save, this is what it is. I should not have to reload my automations, right? I could try, just to be sure. We could do. Should not be needed at all, since this is like not. Okay. I really don't get it. Did I do something wrong? Like, the event is there, right? We saw it. The event is there. On, up, down, off. On, step, step. Like, this is the whole event. Like, the events are there. Are you sure it's on? Yes, if I click on, like this is the on command. It shows me it's the on command. So let's go back. Like even the dimming doesn't work, so like none of those work. Automations. Test toggle. Test device is U, which is this one. We have the IKEA remote, we have this test light and this test U thing connected, right? And then this is weird as well. It has 2 batteries. Try released. Why? I want to do it on press. This should work. It doesn't do shit. Maybe I should like add like an action. Like I don't know. Let's do an extra device. Maybe it's just a device. Let's say Streamlight. Elgato key light. There it is. And let's toggle this one as well. Maybe it's not enabled. Is that a problem? No, it is enabled. Create a new automation. Sure. No, that's a bad idea. It's just not triggering. And I know my automation works. Look at this. Executing works. So it's just a trigger that doesn't work. Check logs, maybe some crashes. Okay, that's a good point. That's not part of here. That should be part of like the Home Assistant log, probably, right? A lot of things I expect at this point. This is probably during pairing. Yeah, this is during pairing, so this is not relevant anymore. This is already too old. Nothing. This is just weird. I do not have Alexa. So that's weird. So that's not it. I see the event coming in. It's the device automation that's broken, probably. No, I did not say Siri. Don't you know to have to reload your automations? Should not be. Repair the bulb. The bulb is working. The bulb is working perfectly fine. And I can even show you. Like if I go in here. Oh. Ben jij met Flynn bezig? Liefhet? Ben jij met Flynn bezig? Okay. I thought little guy was awake. So let's see. Like this is the bulb, which is also connected to the same integration, and that thing just works. There's no problem here. This, like for this part, like it works perfectly fine. It's responsive as well. But this remote, which is one of the most common, I would say, it's not doing shit. I only see the events. So I think my current guess, this could be my def. This could be def. I'm running def, remember? Well, let's fix that right now. Let's fix that. Let's go off def. HA supervisor options minus channel. Beta. Reload. Yeah, I know. I still need to get used to these commands. Okay, let's update to 106. It's not bad. You had bad pairing? How? The light is there, and the events are there. How is it bad pairing if I have events? That makes no sense. You just said... Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I should not say the Amazon thing. Because I do not have one, I'm not used to it. Like, I do not watch out because that's a weird thing. I live in the Netherlands and Amazon is not a thing here. Like, Amazon does not exist in the Netherlands. They have a bookstore. That's what they are, an e-book store. And since like a year or so, you can order from Germany. As if you live in the Netherlands, you can order from Germany if you want to. So that's kind of weird. So the voice assistants are not generally available here as well, since I don't know. That's not all that matters. Well, that's all that matters to me as a user. I paired it, it's visible, it works, I see even events. Why shouldn't it not work? Amazon comes to Netherlands this year, let's hope so. Amazon is coming to town. It's just taking baby steps, yeah. Fingers crossed they will wreck Coolblue. Well, Coolblue is already into trouble. They raised their prices for all the electronics today or yesterday, I think. Like all across the board. It was even in the news, like, okay. Command completed successfully. Reload the front end. Yeah. Here we go. I'm upgraded. Bam, success. So, let's see what it does. Events. This is a little bit low on the screen for you guys. The event is there. I click the on button, got an event, pretty nice. Can click it again. Clickety, 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 click. Dim up, step down, step up, step down, and the off button. All there. Okay. The U device is here, loaded with quirks. Looks like the correct type. Power source is battery or unknown. Okay, they could have known. Seems to be okay. Okay. Automations. Test that toggle. Let's try the released one. Nothing. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I make that error constantly, and I cannot get it out of my head, Wesley. Let's call it the ZigBee home automation integration. That's probably smarter to do. Corona! Yeah, I'm thirsty. At least Coolblue got a great service. That's true. That's true. Pretty happy with them in general. If the price is okay, just like a little bit more expensive, I'm happy to pay a little bit more to order with Coolblue though. So that's kind of nice. Can you compare a button event from another remote? Yeah, sure. I got another remote, but it's just different. You have to back out of the animation to reload it. Well, I'm backed out. I even tried reloading them. What the hell? I even upgraded and restarted Home Assistant, but I can do it again if that's what it takes. It just doesn't work. I can repair the button to see if that helps, but this should not happen, in my opinion. If I change this to the remote, nothing happens as well. Wait. That thing worked a second ago, right? Oh, start listening. God damn it. Events. Events work. This is the same problem. The events work. My automations doesn't work. Why do my automations? Why don't they work? Is there something wrong here? Turn on button is pressed. Test up light. Toggle test bulb. I think you broke the automation UI. Did I? Like, that's an easy fix, right? Let me make sure I do not have like a sequence file open. Hold on. Close all others. Here we go. So, this is the automation file. That's an easy fix. Like, voila. Reload it. Start from scratch. Does my light still work? Yes, it does. Test automations are gone. Okay, let's try again. New automation, test. Device. Let's try it with you first. You. Turn on button is pressed. Test light. Toggle test bulb. Save it. What I'm going to do now. What I'm going to do right now. I know. Sorry for the loud noise. I know this Symfonisk is still.
What is it?
I don't want. What up? Want. It's a little bug. And they smell if you touch them and kill
it's
them.
the big ones what make some noise.
Yeah. They like walls and stuff. It's just a bug.
Bugs.
So this little thing, the Symfonisk thing, is still paired to my deCONZ, I know for sure. So what I'm going to do now is like we're going to mix it up. So I'm going to say Symfonisk, like just to make sure it's like my automations work. If it's pressed, then turn off the test bulb. This is the ZHA light. This is the Symfonisk to my combi, and it works. So I cannot explain at this point why Why my buttons do not work with an animations reload. I tried. I even restarted. I downgraded Home Assistant to a stable release to make sure. Remove and pair the U again. Why? This works. The thing sends events. And this IKEA remote worked. We actually played with it. Like, I actually played with this thing and it worked. Oh, let's IKEA. This one. That's the IKEA one. Save it. Nothing. If I go... Do the events still work? IKEA remote. I get events. Have you tried the release event? Yes, I did. No, the IKEA button is not working as well. For the IKEA triggers toggle, the IKEA, okay. Like we've seen so many examples now, it's just simply not. There's no toggle button. Is that the problem? Is that not? This is not refreshing? Let me try a new one. No, it's refreshing. It says things. Like it's simply not doing anything. Maybe remove the bulb. The bulb is not the issue. For anybody who thinks the bulb is the issue, this is deCONZ to ZSH. The bulb. Oh, that's now not working because I disconnected, but the bulb is working. I can show you the bulb is working. The bulb is perfectly fine. Try an old-fashioned automation to jump away. No. This should just work. Like, this is the great thing. I hate this. Let's remove the whole automation. I'm going to depair. Like, let's remove the pairing of the Philips Hue remote. Let's remove it. Let's assume that's the issue. Let's remove it. Thank you so much for the follow, Thomas. That's appreciated. I agree, it should just work. Hey, mate. Thank you for tuning in. What is going on here? Add device. Okay, let's reset it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Busy now. If you're getting events, repairing is kind of pointless. Yeah, that's my idea too, but I'm out of options, mate. It's just, I'm out of options. Like, all the events are coming through. It's just nothing is triggered. And I thought at first that maybe it was like, I killed my automation. So I had this Symphonisk button, which is connected to deCONZ. So I made an automation that turned off the light on ZHA from a deCONZ button, and that just worked. So it's something else that's going wrong. The light is working. It's just the device actions that are not working somehow. Even downgraded Home Assistant. I upgraded. I was on dev, so I downgraded back to 106, the stable one, and still. And since you're here, this is so confusing, the screen. Thank you so much, Flippo, for subscribing on YouTube, by the way. Since you're here, like, I really missed something on this screen, like, okay, and now what? Like, do I need to save something? Am I done button? Go back button? Is there something happening? How do I get out of here button thingy? That's something I kind of miss here. Like the first time I looked at this was like, okay, apparently it's back, but it's just not like, okay. It's here. Test you. We have battery. That's fine. If I go to developer tools, events, let's listen for events. Events coming by, step, off, on, step, here we are. There's a back button on top. Yeah, I know there's a back button on top, but do I need to go back? Do I need to wait? Do I need to hit save? If I go back, is my changes saved? Yes or no? Like, it's not clear that the back button is like the wished for action. There's no like intuitive way, intuitive next action defined there. Like this is just like, now I know, okay, that's fine, but if you're looking at this thing for the first time, it's like, okay, and now what? You're still searching, can I abort you? Do you save the name if I go back? What's happening here? Like, a really simple thingy. Okay, so the events are working now, right? We see it all? Nice. Configuration. Automations. Is my test still here? No, I deleted it. Okay. Test automation device. Turn on button is pressed. Device. The light. Toggle the test bulb. I can already tell you the U button is it works, by the way. I can already tell you now that the U remote is way better than the IKEA remote in handling multiple presses. That's for sure. The IKEA would already fail me. Philips U also a bit. No. Okay. But repairing helped, which is weird because I definitely had events here. Open to suggestions, that's well made. It's just like the first time experience is just a bit weird. That's all I'm saying. Like, so you had twice as many as before, yeah. The IKEA remote now also working again? That would be weird since I did not remove it, right? But we can test. The IKEA had the same problem. Not sure how, but it had. So while it worked before, IKEA turn on button is pressed. So the IKEA button does nothing. However, it shows up in the events. So we have the same case again now. There's one thing that changed between all. No, it's not. But why is this not working? What's the default channel ZSH? ZSA, I don't know. ZHA, I don't know, man. It's sending toggle, yeah, that's the internal command. Yeah, but that's not, what you see here is the internal events. You cannot map like with what you see here to what you see in the automation editor. So there's a translation between this and the automation editor, and that's internally. To make the automation editor makes it like more a universal human interpretable interpretation thingy. Hey, the finger, thank you so much for the 5th month in a row. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, boy. Can you check the ID of the device from the event versus the device that's in the automation file? No. Can we? Oh, hold on. Okay. Let's check. Like, there's a device ID in here, but that's not, like, conclusive, right? But there's short button press. But that's just type, that's the action type. That has nothing to do with the event you're seeing. Like, there's no map in here. Hey, Paul, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. That's appreciated. Oh, by the way, Internet Tech, if you're still around, thank you for dealing with the YouTube stuff. I think it's, like, kind of settled now, right? Awesome job, mate. Thank you so much. Time to sleep. Good luck, Frank. Thank you, gang. See you later, boy. You think the drop down consists of wrong options, but you cannot see it there. And we had the same options before repairing again. And it worked. Is it possible to use ZHA and deCONZ at the same time with the same radio device? No. You can check the event ID in the auto-generated code. No, this is in type. This is not an event ID. Device automations are not events. There are different things. You cannot map them one-on-one. They are mapped one-on-one, but it's not visible for the naked eye. It's happening like underneath inside Home Assistant. So just by this, you cannot say, okay, this event is toggle, but in my automation, it uses a type remote button short press. That's not a match, and that's why it doesn't work. No, that's not true. These are two different things. This is a device automation type, and this is an event command. Not related. Well, mapped internally, but not the same things here. So please do not mix those up. Just pulled the code. Oh, okay. The mapping is to toggle, so I don't think that's the issue. There we go. But it worked. Like the initial, after initial pairing, it worked. It just stopped working after I hooked up the U remote. So I had this one paired and it worked, but I didn't like the responsiveness of this thing, and I was wondering, is this like a limitation of the ZigBee home automation, or is it the remote? Like, I do not use these things. I have them laying here because I do not like them. So, and I have a couple of these laying around as well because, well, we have automations. I do not need remotes. So I paired this one to see the responsiveness, and that's where the story started. Things were not responding, so I was like, okay, what the hell's going on? So I downgraded Home Assistant with, maybe I'm running DEF, so maybe there's something wrong on DEF, I don't know. But then, still, both didn't work until I repaired, which just is weird as hell. Me and Joshua burned them down. You did good, guys. I'm thinking it's the device ID, not in the event ID. It could, but why is the device ID? Fuck hell. Why platform deCONZ and not? I like deCONZ at this point. Honestly, I've been using deCONZ for a while, and I'm just like trying out. Like, Paulus is really into the ZigBee home automation platform, which is fine. I like, there are two like major great platforms in my humble opinion, and that's the deCONZ and that's the ZigBee home automation platform. I think both platforms get a lot of love, and there are a lot of things going on. Was it And both are great platforms and probably the best choices you can make at this point. Nevertheless, I am a deCONZ user. I have all my stuff bad in deCONZ at this point, right? But just because of the discussion going on everywhere, I was like, okay, let's go in and try. I have multiple deCONZ sticks available. So I plugged in another deCONZ stick and hooked it up with Home Assistant with the ZigBee home automation platform to see what's going on and to see how it works. So I have deCONZ here. I know how deCONZ work. I've showed it a lot of times on my stream. I played with it a lot. I'm familiar with it. So I tried out ZigBee home automation with a second stick. That's it. And to be honest, like, I'm having a lot of troubles. Like, the initial experience is a bit weird, and I'm really having issues with just like getting automations to work, which is something I'm not used to. Like, the pairing is a bit. It's okay, I guess, but like I paired this button or this light, and it came up as an unknown device, found as an unknown device which had router capabilities, which is fine, and then it was done. But that's weird because if I tried again, it showed up as an IKEA light. But why did it show up as an unknown device in the first place? That's just weird. Those are things I have never seen in deCONZ. I'm not saying deCONZ is perfect. deCONZ has failures and issues too. So, to be fair, it's like it's not like every choice you make has pros and cons and quirks. So I'm not trying to like talk down the ZigBee home automation integration. I think they're doing a great job at this point. It looks good. I'm just like not that experienced with it, and just trying to gain some experience and see the state it's currently in. But at this point it's just failing me, and that's a bit of a bummer, it's failing me at a point where I did not expect it to fail. What the hell is here going? That's my main issue actually. I did not expect it to fail at that point. This works now. The light works perfectly fine. The light is not an issue at all. Like I actually wanted to do like okay, restart experience, like how fast it builds up the network. That's what I wanted to test. I wanted to test like responsiveness with 2 door contact sensors between deCONZ and the ZigBee home automation platform, like both at the same time on the same lovelace. Those are the things I wanted to see actually. Can we see the YOML again really quick? Yeah, sure. I can paste you it as well, by the way, if you want to. Is there a mesh visualization for the ZigBee home automation platform? Yes, there is. Tech Vibes. There's a visualization. There's a Lovelace card, a custom mesh card thingy. I'm not sure what the name was again. Thank you for the bits, mate. That's appreciated. You thought, yo, let's give the guy some bits? Well, appreciate it very much, mate. That domain is suspect. How? Wait, what? I know what's going on. I know what's going on. This is actually a thing. This is okay, I know what's going on. Well spotted there. Very nice. I'm going to tell you what's going on right now. Someone else noticed it above. Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry. I know what's going on. So what we actually have here, and this is kind of fun though. This is really fun. This should not be able to happen, I think. Yeah, this is wasted for sure. This is fun. What I'm thinking about what's happening. This remote, and so is this remote, has been connected to deCONZ once. The remote wasn't cleaned up by deCONZ. Probably. But how isn't even possible for two integration to register the same device? And you have 2 times the triggers in the automation adder. Yeah, that makes sense. I also saw 2 times the battery and was like, why is there 2 batteries? So that makes sense. That makes sense. So if you, so the lesson learned: if you ever migrate from deCONZ to ZHA, like be sure to depair. Has the entity be cleared in the registry? That's a good question. Pick the second turn on, but is it still there? So let's go to automation. This is good. This is definitely a good thing to run into, by the way. It's annoying, but it's definitely a good thing to run into. I wish we could fix this. Like, this is the workaround. Let's do this. And then now I can, like, is this it? Are you kidding me? Man, this is like a big
surprise, motherfucker.
Whoa. Well spotted, sir. Thank you so much. I render me. So what did I just pair here? Yeah. Yay, not my fault. No, not your fault. But it is interesting. Because what now happens actually, and this is kind of nice, we have 2. Yeah. Is it? No, it's not failure. The guy's now playing like sounds all the time, right? So next time you test, disable the add-on and restart Home Assistant and make sure the entities are deleted and stuff. No, you have to actually remove it. I told you the trigger was wrong, yeah. It is working. It is. But now, like, this is where I hated the IKEA button. You can hear the clicks, right? And it misses them. And I was not sure if this was the button or the integration. So that is what I initially went for to test. So now let's test the same thing with Philips Hue to see if it's you or like something else. Holy crap. So what is weird, by the way, like there are now multiple integrations providing the same device. The question is that like wished for? Could be. But then, like if I rename the device, yeah, I think it's valid though. I wonder how it shows up, and if I look into like this device is provided by, it should show 2 integrations then, I guess. Okay. Like this one only shows 1, and that's because we repaired it and stuff. Okay. This one also misses. A lot. There it is again. So it's not just IKEA that does this. This is Philips Hue as well. It misfires. I'm not sure if the event is coming through, yes or no. I haven't checked that one yet. And there it goes, misfiring again. That's weird. So the cleanup is left to the integration immediately. We had a bunch of code to clean it up. Oh, okay. That's all IKEA. It uses groups. True. And they flood. Okay. Well, this IKEA remote is connected though. To be clear, the problem is always you. I mean you. That's a nice one. I'm going to remember that one. That's for sure, 2 cents. Thank you so much. That's a fun one to remember. I love that one. Might be possible to trigger a light in deCONZ as well as ZHA with the IKEA remote now. No, it's only paired to one of those at the same time. It cannot be paired to both, I guess. Do you get the brightness because it's... Do you get the brightness because it's deCONZ? I don't have brightness with U-bulbs on ZHA. Yeah, I did have brightness. This was not a U-bulb, by the way. Now take the switch and bulb and do the same things in deCONZ. Sure. So... Sure. We've seen this all, right? So let's ditch this. Yes. ZSH. Yes, that's HA. Remove device. Yes. Test light. Remove device. Here it is. Now my problem is solved. I'm going to sleep. Good night. Good night, Jasper. We want the speed reset. Speed test. Sure. Make sure to remove the entities first. Well, that should be cleaned up now. Because I removed the devices. So cleaned up here. Let's go to deCONZ. Okay, let's go into pair. Switch. Add a new switch. IKEA. No, not IKEA. Oh, IKEA is fine too, I guess. Let's pair the IKEA. I should get a screwdriver, that would be easier. Going to pair this one. Okay, this is where I think the deCONZ shines compared to the ZigBee home automation integration, because like it doesn't stop search, it stops searching. It gives you a clear thing what's going on. It tells you what you have to do on like the device itself and says switch ready, right? Press the shown button for 10 seconds. Okay. There we go. So that's the pairing experience on deCONZ, which I think is like way better, to be honest. Like, did you know there are 2 versions of the IKEA remote? Okay, no, I did not know. I have these laying around. I don't care, actually. I don't use them, actually. Got a yet? I'll jump back on when I get home. Good, thank you for debugging that one, mate. That's helpful. The interface for deCONZ is so much better. Yeah, it is. Like, that's kind of nice, right? But let's be honest, this is not like... You're not pairing all freaking day. The interface doesn't matter that much. Like, it's helpful if you're a beginner, right? That feels good, and It's not like you're always in this interface. You use this interface to pair up something. And if it's like less static, sure, like it helps, but yeah. Okay, let's add another switch here. Let's add the Philips Hue remote, this one. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it is. So this one is now connected. And now let's pair the light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's just 6, right? Why am I counting to 10? Whatever. Did I fuck it up now? Probably I did. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, blinked. That's good. Now it's reset. And there it is. This is it. There it is. So one of the cool things about, I think deCONZ does really well, is not only the pairing process, but things like this. If I now go and check it, like let's say you pair a bunch of lights in your house, right? And you're pairing this, you want to know which light this is because it has color temperature light 18. Like if you have 10 of those, that's like really uncomfortable. But if you start editing a light, it will brighten and dim the light constantly to indicate which light you are renaming. This is a really nice touch. That's a really nice touch. I think that's like insanely smart. So test light. You didn't like the misfire, try a new version. Yeah, but I tried multiple things and it misfired. But in essentially, it's something I just noticed, right? Essentially, I do not use it, actually. I do not use the remotes. That's why I have all these remotes here. Like enough remotes, because we do not use them, actually. Like, you get a remote with some of the lights, and then you end up... I think I have 4 or 5 laying here, like, just of these Philips Hues. And I think I got 4 or 5 of these stupid things. And I got a bunch of IKEA remotes. I do not use them. Where did you find the black IKEA remote? And I think this is one of the first generations, maybe? I don't know. I have them for a long time already. Second can be ordered, so I hopefully ZHA smart things. This has been helpful. Okay, cool. Looks like I'm going to test ZHA. Thanks for the tip. I missed something. Oh, yeah, could be working with that. Hey Frank, I also got a deCONZ stick, but I can't connect my IKEA traffic light bulbs. How close do they have to be to the Combi 2 sticks? Not close, depends on your mesh network. Oh, the black sound remote. Oh, that's a Symphonisk. That's this is actually the remote that is sold with this is the volume controller of the if it still works. The volume control sorry, the volume controller of the remote volume controller of their speaker systems, which is ZigBee as well, so you can pair it. So you cannot find this with the light department. You find this with the speakers. Symphonisk remote. Okay. Okay, this thing is paired, right? So that's done. Let's see if they show up in Home Assistant already. But this is a thing that the ZigBee home automation integration shines. Like the ZigBee home automation integration instantly shows. And in here it's a bit like weird. What I actually end up doing in most of the cases, which is what I'm going to do right now as well, is just restart. I know in the past this has worked, but okay, let's restart. They only have white ones now, though. Oh, in where I was, they had like both, and I bought these ones like 2 weeks ago. Like they had both, and I liked the black one more, so I took the black one. But they have, and that's the touch I don't like. There's like a magnetic base, like, but that is white. So the base is white. Like that makes no like. And if you buy the white one, you don't get a black base, you still get a white base. So it's not like intentionally, it's just like reuse of things. I don't like it. It should have been black. But I'm not going to use it. I bought it because I thought it was a fun thing to play with. I find it interesting. It intrigues me. You might need to buy a speaker to get a black one. Well, this was just like, no, this is a box. And these boxes have a black marker. And there was boxes with white and black markers. Like the white one was just a circle and the black ones had a black marker. So I had like a choice, actually. I had a choice. I had a choice. Where are you using the magic cube for? To keep it in the box, right here. I have the box where it's in, and I can get it out, and then I can play with it. I'm not using it for anything besides playing and testing. I like to play and test with stuff and learn. In Australia we have both white and black available, yeah, in the Netherlands too. Okay, it restarted in the meantime. Let's see, where's deCONZ? So where's my test light? Here's my test light. Hello test light. So this test light is now paired to deCONZ. Now the question is, how is the response, right? So let's do the same thing. Automations. Like, where do you guys come from? Like, wait. Huh? What happened? These are my older ones. Are they restored or something? Okay, I'm going to ignore this for now. I do not want to like fall over that right now. Okay, device. So this is the thread-free remote control connected to deCONZ right now. And I don't see turn on more. Turn on pressed. Device. Test. Light. Toggle the test light. Save it. Does it work? Here we go. Okay. Works. Works. deCONZ has the same issue with this, so I cannot blame deCONZ for this. This is probably either ZigBee or IKEA's like great construction. I don't know. So in this case, they both act the same thing. And I am now proper aft because my headphones were empty. So hold on, I'll be right back. Getting some other pair of headphones here. So different headset. So I sound a bit different to myself now as well. Okay, let me put this one on the charger. I love my Beats headphones. By the way, my studio headphones. I have them for many years now. But the thing with these headphones is they do not work without power. They're noise cancellation, and if the battery is empty, it will die. If you have like connected to a wire, it doesn't work. So I picked up the headphones from my girlfriend and tucked the little guy in. Got out of bed again. Back again. Here we go. I'm not sure where I was at this point, by the way. So deCONZ or ZHA? Yeah, yours. I'm not sure yet. Okay. So let's see, does this thing still work? It had still the same issue. Let's try the Philips U one now. That's the U... something with U. No. Thing with remote? No. What's this thing? What is this thing called? How does it show up in... dimmer switch. So it's called dimmer switch. There it is. Dimmer switch. Turn on is pressed. Save. Like the response times between ZHA, ZigBee home automation platform, or deCONZ is pretty much the same. Although I think the Philips Hue remote is... yeah, it's skipping as well. So this is like a ZigBee thing, probably. Or it could be the bulb. Like, this could be a bulb thing as well. This is an IKEA bulb. I do not have any other ZigBee bulb available. Besides another IKEA one, but that's probably not helping either. Like, it misses sometimes. deCONZ versus ZHA, I think they're both, like, I do not have, like, recorded, like, benchmarks or something. This is just, like, visual, like, how do they respond, right? I think they're both great. What I could do, like, that would be a great test. What I could do, and this is going to be, like, the ultimate test I can give you, like, not, like, milliseconds recordings or stuff. Is just pick up two simple door window sensors, hook up one to deCONZ and one to ZHA, and then try both at the same time, right? Let me see if I can pick those up. I think I have two left here. Hold on. I do. That would be really visible. I think that would be a great deal to see. Door sensor would be good for a response test, yeah. So I got two of them here, so that's cool. I got two of these Xiaomi ones. They're both identical. So we're going to pair one with deCONZ and one with ZHA. So let's see, I think I have one in deCONZ already. And I wonder which one that is. No, those are all other ones. So let's pair one with deCONZ and one with, and I should mark it somewhat. So let's pair one with deCONZ. Let's start with that. I'm going to pair another sensor. I'm going to push the button. 1, 2, 3, 4 times, I believe I have to push it. And then I have to make an event. There it is. So it's paired to deCONZ. Nice. Now let's name this thing test deCONZ Test deCONZ. That's fine. Rename it. There we go. So this one is now paired open closed to deCONZ, right? I'm going to mark it a bit with a pen on the sticker, so I know this one is deCONZ. I'm not sure if visible for you guys, like a little bit of stain. This is deCONZ. Unmarked one. Let's pair it with ZHA. Configuration, ZHA, add device. It's searching. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Needs an event maybe? I think there it's coming up. There it is. So test. Unavailable. Why is it unavailable? Well, in this case, both my both my deCONZ sticks are on my desk, so I'm next to the controller. So it doesn't matter if I have a mesh at this point, really, because I'm like sitting next to it. There it is. Took a little while. Closed, open. That's really responsive, by the way. So that's it. Okay. So it's here. Let's change the name. Oh, I already did. But I should change the name for. Okay, now I need to add them to log place. Let's add them to the lab. Yeah, that's fine. And the question now is the deCONZ one in? No. This is what I do not like about the whole deCONZ stuff. It seems not to pick up devices as soon as I add them, which is weird. So what I have to do right now is restart actually to get the device into Home Assistant, which just like sucks a bit. So this is a point where the ZigBee Home Automation integration like is made way better. It's not added right, it's added right. It took a while. Probably the device adding and scanning was still running in the background, I guess. Right now, your control doesn't matter if it's maxed out. They're not maxed out. You mean ZSH? No, I'm always sorry. I'm constantly mixing up those terms. I'm so sorry. Or Dutchy is kind of the H and A is like H A Z H ZSH ZHA. Like I say ZSH so much that I don't use the ZHA integration. Can't be, I think, support 32 devices. No, way more. I think the limit currently is 100 to 200. I think 200 at this point. But I do not have that many. Call a deCONZ refresh service. Oh, cool. I didn't know. But this works as well. I assume. Okay, integrations, deCONZ. Like, we should now have the test deCONZ. Here it is. So that's this one. Here we go. Add this one to Lovelace as well. To the lab. Add to Lovelace UI. Let's go to Lovelace. There we go. Both are here. Probably need two to make this happen. I actually honestly do think that this, like, it seems to be like the deCONZ is slower at some points sometimes, but actually it doesn't matter. And I think like it's because of like I'm trying to do, maybe I should do it like this. I think actually the magnets cause issues. So you tell me, like they're both freaking darn responsive, right? So is there, like, if you have to choose between one or the other, it doesn't matter, they're both freaking responsive. 32 devices for the coordinator itself. That's true. That's true. I was talking about the network, whether I have enough devices hanging around, and still I do not hit the 32, so that's not a problem. What sensors are they? These are the Xiaomi window door sensors, Aquara window door sensors, and they're really nice. I got a bunch of them. I love them. They're really quick. They're really quick, and they're just lovely, and they're cheap. I think 10 bucks or something, 8 or 10 or something like that on AliExpress. And the battery lasts really long, and they're freaking responsive. The only downside of Xiaomi stuff, using Xiaomi ZigBee, would be that they only route in a mesh network with other Xiaomi devices, so they will not connect to sorry, apparently they do not route over like an IKEA bulb, but you can solve it if you buy a wall outlet for like a ZigBee wall plug for Xiaomi and put it somewhere, probably. I do not have issues with distance though. Those are awesome sensors, yeah. Oh, Papa? Hello, Flynn. Yeah. Little guy's out of bed. He has trouble sleeping. So sad. I've only tried him with deCONZ, but all great, yeah. You did switch faster with a button than a magnet. Oh, is that true? I don't know. Like, I think the response time for both is just like, look at this. This is just insanely good. Like, it's instant. So that was ZHA, and let's do deCONZ. And there's a big difference, right? Like, deCONZ runs in a separate program in an add-on. That's a big difference because it runs in an add-on. There's a WebSocket connection, so it's an external program. So there's an extra layer here. And with the ZigBee Home Automation platform, it's actually like connected instantly inside Home Assistant itself, but it doesn't matter that much in terms of speed and performance, I would say. So that's not like a reason. So for if you're looking for speed and performance, both are actually perfect. If you're new to all the ZigBee stuff, I think deCONZ gives you a better experience with the connection. Like connecting devices and hooking up devices is just a good experience. And I think if you have a lot of bulbs connecting, I think the experience with naming things in deCONZ and the bulb will light up. The bulb you're renaming will dim and brighten constantly. I think that is so smart. That's cool. So at this point, I'm going to be really honest. I really like deCONZ at this point now, still a bit. Like the ZigBee home automation platform came a long way, and I think they're doing a great job. And I think it's way better than what I experienced a long time ago. So this has been interesting for sure. Besides my own screw up, but yeah. Dinner design, thanks for the stream. See you later, Paul. Do this Xiaomi wall plug work? It says yes, they do. They get registered as lights in deCONZ. They get registered as lights in deCONZ like itself in FastCon, but they work as plugs inside Home Assistant. That is something at least somebody told me in the chat earlier tonight. The Aquara sensor works much better than other Xiaomi ones called Jing or something. Okay, yeah, the Aquara sensors work perfectly fine. What about firmware update for devices? Both deCONZ and ZSH supported on ZSH. Here I go again. The ZigBee home automation platform supported or not? deCONZ does. deCONZ does, but it's difficult. It has a possibility for auto updates. I think partly it does automatically actually, but honestly, I haven't actually tried ever. Like this is my test light, this is my Kia light. I know I could go into auto updates and I could load an update file, but I think you do not have to. I don't know. I have never tried it, but technically it could. That's a big difference. I know even that it downloads all firmwares for you. That's not here. You open a file. Like there are all the files. I know it's a little bit of a small font. Cannot help it. Cannot resize it. Sorry. But all the firmwares are downloaded by the deCONZ add-on on startup. So they are all here, which you can use apparently. Do not ask me how. I have never tried it. I know it's documented somewhere, but I haven't tried it yet. So yes, deCONZ could do technically an auto update. That should be possible. The ZigBee home automation platform can't. I know ZigBee to MQTT has introduced it recently. I don't know how that works on their end. I haven't looked into that yet, but yeah, if you use the Home Assistant integration for the ZigBee home automation platform, you do not get that, so that's not working. I think I'll take a look at this ZHA and see if we can polish it up a bit. Yeah, maybe. Like there's like the thing there, everything is there, but there's a lot of like it feels so technical instantly, and it's not intuitive, I would say. Like the deCONZ experience is way better on that point. So yeah, that's nice. If we're talking about groups, by the way, I think the groups here are misleading. So in the interface of the deCONZ, FastCon interface, if you make groups, they're actually not ZigBee groups. However, if we go here into the ZigBee home automation platform, the groups in here are actually ZigBee groups. So if you make those ZigBee groups, you can actually associate like this little thing with this light, and even if Home Assistant is down, it can still turn on and off the light if you open the door. Not sure why one would do that, maybe for, I don't know, like a basement or something. But yeah, That's one of the big plus things of the ZigBee home automation platform. You have better control over the groups. And I know you can do it in deCONZ, but then again, I think you're like appointed to here to make groups in here, and like you have to make the source and then bind them something. But then you have to use VNC. You cannot do that via the web interface. The web interface is like a fictive, like a non-real group or something. So much yes. The groups in deCONZ are confusing and even buggy. Oh, hey little guy.
Okay.
You wanna Wil je bij? Wanna say hi? Wanna say hi? Wanna say hi?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Daddy.
Say hello. Zeg maar hello.
Daar, papa.
Yeah, that.
Papa.
Yeah, I'm visible on the screen, that's true. Daddy is there.
Daar, papa.
Yeah, and he's there.
Is daar?
And there.
Daar?
And there. Everywhere.
Daar.
You wanna push buttons? Yeah? Go ahead, try the buttons.
Daar.
Yeah, push them.
Daar.
Oh yeah. So this is my little fella here. And he has trouble sleeping tonight.
Daar, papa.
Yeah. Can you say hi, hello, hi? Zeg maar hi. It's kind of weird. So groups in deCONZ are just like a nightmare. So groups in the ZigBee home automation platforms are awesome and like more apparent. So what's the better choice here? I actually do not know. Like even with playing it tonight. Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Even now I've been playing tonight with the thing, like with both. I think the experience from deCONZ in general, like the first time experience is way better. Like the pairing stuff. The responsiveness doesn't matter. It's a second layer, so it's an extra application that's kind of sucky, but at the same time, I didn't experience any problems with it. It's just like, it keeps the network up even if home assistant is restarting. What is it, little fella? Hey Eldon, thank you so much for subscribing to YouTube, that's appreciated. Oh, he sees a little kitty cat on the screen. Not that button, surprise. Trouble sleeping. He has slept through the day. No, he hasn't. My daughter is too. Are so fun at this age. They are.
No.
Yeah, the cat is gone, huh? Yeah. Nam is when he sees a cat. It's like Mao, but then like not correctly.
Daar, mama.
Yeah. So this age is just amazing, by the way. But yeah, I don't know what's better. Like both have their pros and cons, right? Like the pros and conbis. Both are amazing, and I don't see a reason for me to switch from deCONZ to the ZigBee home automation platform directly. As in everything works. It's not like a get a bit plus. We still get like the device automations, right? And the events. What do you guys think? Have you seen something that you like better, or a reason to switch if you're not using any of if you're using one of those? He finally figured out.
Daar.
Yeah.
No.
Having a working ZigBee groups would be worth sacrificing better UI. Could be. Yeah, I do not rely on those. As in, I am using my Home Assistant so much that I'm fine with Home Assistant being a requirement to be available though. So, biggest pain is repairing devices. I agree. My conclusion is, if you're a new user, deCONZ is the way to go. But once the entities are added, what matters is the automation system you use, like home automation or Node-RED. I prefer Node-RED. I think it doesn't matter in this case because both just like expose the same things. We saw both the same device automations. We saw the same response times. We saw the same entities. We saw the same things. Like,
Daar, mama.
what do each color dot mean? Like red, blue, and green. Blue is the controller. Yellow is the a router, is a powered device. Like it is connected to the mains, so this acts as a router. As you can see, there are more lines connected here. That doesn't sound good. Are you okay? And these are battery-powered devices. And this one is typically interesting because it seems to be connected to 2, which is kind of not how it should work. But yeah. Which is better for Node-RED doesn't matter in this case. Both deliver the same entities. The blinking dots next to those you're talking about. The blinking dots, it means activity. There's activity happening from this thing to that thing. It's receiving signals. En mama? Ja? Mama. Zeg nog even dag. Krijg ik nog een kusje? Oh. Oh. Nee. No, 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 not happening. High five. Thank you. Bye bye. Dag. I'm new to ZigBee, switched over from Philips Hue, using deCONZ, lost its connection to all my devices, so I repaired the overall experience. deCONZ was easy to set up. Yeah, I think so too. And this interface, like the VNC interface, like it's complex and you can do a lot of things, right? And maybe like a bit high, but I think the interface is kind of nice to be able to see your mesh and what's going on. I think that makes it easier to debug. If you look at the ZigBee home automation integration, you have to add like a Lovelace card to it. There's a Lovelace card that some people shared already that can do it, but it's not built in. But I think both will do a great job on that, right? We're working on it. Here we go. deCONZ support is a nice way of setting brightness on motion sensors, depending on day and night. That should probably doable via HA automations as well. Yeah, that's possible as well. deCONZ and WebUI is more parts that can go wrong. That's absolutely true. And the ZigBee home automation platform is more integrated. Yes. However, and I don't like to have VNC. You do not need it. By default, it's even disabled. I enabled it because I want to see my mesh and debug something in general, but I do not use it. Like, it's here. It supports ingress as well. So, not sure. But yeah, there's an extra part, right? So there's an extra daemon running, extra application, extra container running for the deCONZ application. That kind of sucks. I agree. On the other side of the story is that as soon as I start up Home Assistant, can just instantly connect to that add-on and say, give me the devices, and it's done. Like the mesh network is always there. In cases of ZigBee home automation, it has to connect. Like it starts from fresh. So I guess it has like an advantage and disadvantage at the same time. So yeah, I use deCONZ, by the way. That's fine. I think both are solid choices. Like they both have like little pros and cons, but in general they do the same things. They both deliver great automations, like device automations. They both pair like these little Xiaomi cheap sensors pretty fine, and IKEA, and it worked pretty well. And like besides my own error during the stream, it worked just fine. I'd like to see the mesh also. Yeah, I think so too. The mesh is a pretty important part of this. If it wasn't for the deCONZ interface, I would never have known why my system stopped working. It was easy to debug. I guess so. When they are paired to you, but that's how you handles it. It's not like anything. I will stick to deCONZ. Yeah, I think I will stick to deCONZ for now as well, because there's not really an advantage for me at this point to switch. There's no other reason. There's not a performance reason. Like the groups are interesting. I have to admit, like the grouping is something I would definitely like way more, especially because, well, mainly because you could like have like an emergency button somewhere hidden or in a drawer or something. Like if something goes wrong with Home Assistant, you could actually just pick up the button from the drawer and push a button to turn on the lights, like an emergency button if something is not working. I think that's like a great thing on where the ZigBee home automation platform has way better support and way better interface. So that's a big plus. But actually I do not have a convincing winner. Like if I would have started with the ZigBee home automation platform at this point, if I had to start over and I didn't know either one of those and I would have picked the ZigBee home automation platform, I would not have an initial, like a direct reason to switch to deCONZ. But it's the same thing the other way around. If I'm now on deCONZ, I do not have an instant like... Does the MeCube rotation works from deCONZ in device animations? Well, let's test, because this one is hooked up to deCONZ, if I'm correct. Let's check real quick. Oh, that's a Symphonisk. Like a back button. Here it is. MeCube. I believe this one is connected. Yeah, it's connected. So if I now go to configuration, animations, this one should be. Doesn't clean up, that's what it is. Let's pick up this test. And let's call the magic cube. Right, and this is the light. Let's do brightness increase on. Increase, was it right? Or decrease? Increase clockwise. Save. Yeah, this is hard to show. Hold on. Let me show the camera. What's it called? Cam. Something with cam. Yeah. Connecting. Ah, there it is. So this is the counterclockwise, clockwise and increase. Let's create another one. Test 2. Cube. This cube has so many like possible actions. Have you seen the list? Like this is just insane. Wake and shake and fall. That's wow. Let's see. Does that answer your question? We could create another one. A magic cube is, by the way, a really fun device to get. Like, it's really fun to, you can make so many things out of it. Like, it's like insane. So now turns off the light, turns on the light, brighten, dim. Oh, that's 3 times, so that's a different one, right? I love this thing. Heading out for tonight. You're welcome, mate. Is Combi still the best hub? I think so. I don't know. Like, both are fine choices. Maybe. For me, it's like, okay, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. But the cube rotations works. Ah, the brightness again. I can't find that for any of my lights. Really? Oh boy, that's not good. It really is a magic cube. I have to continuously show more and battery level after use. Sure. That was when I'm talking about my Philips Hue stuff. If HA will ever run down, my lights still worked on the Philips Hue buttons. However, HA has only stopped working twice. I'd rather not have an extra hub. But Mark and Sutton, you could like just use the ZigBee home automation platform, like the integration instead of deCONZ, which has possibility to bind groups, ZigBee groups, actual groups. So you can do the same thing that the U hub currently does, while still getting rid of the U hub. So yes. Fun tip. Create harmony-based actions for the cube triggers and give it to your kiddo. Oh man. You know, this is an IKEA bulb, right? And the IKEA bulb has, like, the bulbs are really easy to reset in like, if you look at like Philips Hue bulbs, you need one of those U remotes to reset them. But these are easy to reset. You only have to turn them on and off 6 times and they will reset, which is really cool. So I have a 2-year-old boy, which was just in the stream as well. You can hear him in the background, he's awake. And he loves the switches. And what he does is just go to a switch and turn it on, off, turn it on, off, turn it on, off. And when he's to bed at night, Daddy goes through the whole house and repair everything. So, yeah, I know how you're feeling. Kind of. Oh, man. It's all the same, right? But this is kind of an impressive device, though. So if you're looking for a nice ZigBee device, the Cube is, like, really fun to play with. And that's the thing I do with it. Play with it. I do not have a serious like application for it. But fun, and it's well supported. This is deCONZ. I'm pretty sure it works the same in the ZigBee home automation. You probably have the same or more or less the same options. So not really that. So I'm going to put Philips Hue remote and a bulb in the same group, but it doesn't let me to add. The remote doesn't go into the group. So how does it work then? How does the pair work? Go to remote in ZHA and you can bind it to the group. Okay, there you go. So you bind it. That's kind of nice to know. You bind the remote to the group. That makes sense. So you make a group. Then you go to the remote and then you have those binding options. Not here. But here. You can bind this one to the group. And then bind group. That makes sense. So you make a group here. And then put in the members. Like the lights. And then you can bind something. Like the on-off you can bind to a group. That will send on-off to that group. Nice. I get it. That makes sense. In this case, this is the door window sensor we paired earlier. So I could send the on-off to light directly if it was connected to the... I can connect it. Let's try. Let's see. Let's do it. Okay, this one is paired. Let's go to groups. Let's make a test group. Put a test light in, create. We have a group with a light, with the members and add members. Cool. So now I can go to this little door window sensor, and I could say, if I'm correctly understand this now, I could bind this to the test group. Bind. This is it? Am I understanding this? I probably am understanding this wrong. Because it's not doing anything. But now there's this contact sensor, which does on off, and this light in a group. Would be cool if you could check whether the ZigBee groups in HA also works when HA is down. I could... maybe. I've only tested it with remotes, to be fair. Okay, well that's fair. It was more like, am I doing this right? But okay, we can fix that. Is it a Xiaomi contact sensor? Yes. But they have issues with connecting, I guess. Okay, no, not a problem. Not a problem. Let's pick up the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a bit. Resetting. No OTA images available. Are we getting like OTA updates in the future? That's just a question that popped up. Like it doesn't support it right now, but could be. Okay, we have a U remote now, so let's try. Oh, not integrations. It does for LED fans and IKEA. Oh, really? So we have OTA updates already. I didn't know. Okay, I've now bound it, but I'm probably not understanding how this works yet. So you have to add the remote to the group as well? Is that how it works? No, because you cannot add them. Okay. It needs undocumented setup. I need a black sensor for a door. You have like one of those spray cans, right? Just like, it's protected, spray it. Like, make sure you put a little, like, I don't know, like a toothpick in the little hole here. If you open it up, paint it black. Oh, that does. Okay. Is it now bound to this or not? I don't get how... I would expect this to do something. I'm not sure if I understand this. Like, I can bind it to a device, that's okay, but I wanted to bind it to this group. Nothing happens, actually. And this is Philips, right? Gotta run, adios, see you later, Ian. Thank you for tuning in. I see a sensor and I want to paint it black. Nice, mate. Nice. When you issue the bind command, press the remote. Oh. Oh. Interesting. It blinked the light though, while it did that, which is not something I expected to happen. But now, nothing happens, and how do I see if it's bound? Press something? Doesn't show me. Press a button on the remote. Battery powered devices sleep really fast. Yeah, that's an issue. Especially with the Symphonisk. That thing is so darn fast in sleeping, it's almost impossible to pair that freaking thing. The binding tables aren't in the UI yet, but it's not working either. Like, it showed. Okay, so this needs some work, probably. Like, it's close. It's way more than we see already in this. Let's bind to the device directly. Does that work? Like, this could be a little bit more intuitive, but that would be kind of my general feedback on the ZigBee home automation platform, though. Nothing weird. Should just be able to control light without animation. No, it's not. Like the moment I click bind, rebind and press the button, the light blinked a couple of times, and then now it's on normal and doesn't do shite. Oh man, I'm late to the party. Hey Juan, how do you do, mate? Sorry, I keep saying Juan just because I like how it sounds. I know it's not the way you pronounce it, but still, somehow I love it. Great video, by the way. If you guys haven't seen it yet, Juan did a new video about starting with Home Assistant, like the 2020 version with all the renaming stuff in it, and it's a great video for beginners. If you're just like new, go there, man. Great job. Great job for sure. Okay. It just doesn't bind. Maybe I'm just too impatient or do something like totally wrong. That's totally possible. Could be totally me. It probably is me. Nope, cannot get it to work. Does the animation still work, or the no sense? Well, they still work, so that's cool. I'm not sure how this would have worked or should work. Let's remove the group. Did they disappear? Nah, it isn't you. No, it isn't you. It's still a confusing term. It doesn't completely follow the HA spec. They're mainly ZLL. I'll look into binding with that remote later. Don't worry, mate. It's not like it's. I use these remotes in general because they're pretty bless you. Because they're pretty common, right? But yeah, like you don't have to do it for me, but in general, like I don't know. You know what I mean, right? I have to watch the reply about this. I have a Conby, and some does that I want to set up. Replay of this. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I've been playing with deCONZ. I've been playing a lot with, right? So tonight was more about like let's install the ZigBee home automation integration and see what it does. Like how does it compare to what I already have and know and kind of love, to be honest. Absolutely, still should just work, yeah. But there's a lot of things we have to improve and a lot of things we could work on, all of us, right? And so don't take it as an attack. That was more kind of a message, because I do not want to like say it's bad. It isn't. It's like you guys do a great thing and it's really looking good, and it's amazing that it's all being done from the Home Assistant platform. And compared to like the Conby platform or the deCONZ platform, you guys are all so close. It's a hard choice. It's actually a hard choice, which is a good darn thing. But Juan, I'm not sure if you can see this. I love this one. I just tried it. I've now. Does it still work? Yeah, it does still work. The Magic Cube for Xiaomi with an IKEA light connected to deCONZ at this point. Or did I change the automation for this? I did, didn't I? Or didn't I? I don't know. I've been playing. Oh no, I reconnected the light. Well, that's something we can fix though. That would be like a mashup. I'm now back at the same problem I made before for myself. Yeah, it's working. So let's switch back. We now have the light connected to the ZigBee home automation platform, and the Xiaomi Magic Cube is connected to deCONZ. So that's kind of nice, right? So the new dimming in 107, I can rotate the damn thing to brighten the light, and if I do this better, will turn off. So we're now using both platforms, which is kind of nice. This is actually pretty nice. It looks smoother in real life than the camera though, I must be honest. The camera makes it a little bit weird. Double tap to turn it off. So if you're ever looking to play with deCONZ and or the ZigBee home automation platform, like the oh, this doesn't get registered as rotating. That's fine. Nice. So the Magic Cube is a really nice device to play with. It costs 12 bucks, I think, 13, something like that on AliExpress. The Aquara Magic Cube from Xiaomi, really nice. Oh, of course, I don't take the feedback like that. He beat me up because it tricks us. It isn't right for the new users. Yeah, well, that's kind of a thing we're all like focusing on a lot, right? So it's not like, yeah, let's improve it. Let's just improve it. I really love how this rotating works in the Magic. I might actually like program the Magic Cube to work for my my home. So yeah, that's it. I have nothing left actually in my bag of tricks. I played around with it. I like them both like equally with little pros and cons. I do not see a reason to switch yet, so I'm sorry there. But yeah, I'm on a shopping tour. Like, you're like buying AliExpress now. You've just inspired me to update AA and set up my magic cubes. The one from my office works now. Yeah. So the magic cubes, like the dimming stuff, is added in 106, right? That's released today. So we shipped 106 today, and now you can do it. Can't you trigger the automation while throwing? Yes, I could. The damn cube. Yeah, you could actually. If you want to see, you can. We can do that. That's not a problem. Magic cube. Is this the turn on? Yeah, this is the toggle, right? Yeah. The magic cube has really a ton of options. Like, these are all events you can like hook up into. I believe there's an adjustment comment for deCONZ on this part, but in free fall, I believe is what you're looking for. So it's like this, right? Like, that's the action you're looking for, right? Sure. Sure. That's just like amazing, right? I love the magic cube. I do not use it yet, but it's just like creating automations based on if you throw a device in the air. That's just insane. Who thinks about this? And it doesn't get tricked by this somehow, but this tricks instantly. Like, it doesn't get tricked if you pick it up. It will actually register this as a pickup action, and this is a freefall action. It doesn't, like, how? That's shaken. Yeah, that's shaken. I know, but a shaken clock. That's true. Now, wake action is if you pick it up while it hasn't been picked up in a while yet. But yeah, the shaken is there as well. So now we have shake it, baby. I feel stupid. I'm waving some kind of device in the air here to turn on a light. What are you doing? I'm turning off the lights. Oh man, thank you for today. You're welcome, Michael. Could you use that to stop an Alexa alarm? I'm not sure the console's about... Sorry, I should not say the word. I'm so sorry, I do not have one. I'm not used to those things. But you could like change the Amazon, probably. I don't know. I'm not sure what the Amazon is capable of. I do not have one. I cannot get one here in the Netherlands. I should go across the border to get one. But I'm not going to Germany because, well... Like, I live 5 minutes from the border, so it's easy for me to go to like an electronics store across the border. Like, it's a 10-minute drive or so. But they're not sold here. We have no Amazon here. Depending on how hard you throw it out. That's true. If you throw it hard enough, you can stop the alarm. You have to hit it though. You have to be precise in your throwing action. Okay, this has been fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. I have been enjoying this. It was a great experience for myself, at least, to explore these options. And to look into the ZigBee home automation platform, besides like the deCONZ, which I always use. And I'm fairly impressed. I do not see a reason for me to switch. That's the conclusion. And both ends can improve, and... I don't know. I do not have a solid answer for you for neither of both of those. If you're a new user, I would recommend Conby at this point, just because of the pairing experience and setting things up. That's way more easier, I guess. But that's the only reason. Thanks for the comparison, you're welcome. Yeah, it's also an exploration for me as well. We have to enjoy these development days. It was just amazing times. Compared to 10 years ago, we want to do all this fun stuff. Yeah, we can now do all these things, right? Maybe the development for the ZigBee home automation platform will be faster. Yeah, there are more people working on it. Well, it depends on how you look at it. Like, we have more people within the Home Assistant community working on the ZigBee home automation platform compared to the deCONZ platform, the deCONZ platform in Home Assistant, right? So the deCONZ platform is developed by one person actually and some contributors, where the ZigBee home automation platform has more users working on it. But the deCONZ application, the FastCon application, and the add-on is developed by, like, not the add-on is developed by me and Pascal already. We maintain it at least. And the FastCon application powering it all and talking to the stick is developed by Dresden. I don't know how many people work on that thing over there, but it's also partly open source. So we have like a company and a single person on the Home Assistant side versus like all the total packages of the ZigBee home automation only by a team of people within a Home Assistant. I don't know which one is faster. I don't think there's I don't think we have a way to measure it or like actually show it. I think they're making really insanely good, nice progress with the ZigBee home automation platform. I think that will be more difficult for Dresden to keep up or do similar things. So I think in the end, the ZigBee home automation platform might be outrunning deCONZ. So with that point of view, if you start out and seriously thinking about doing home automation with a lot of ZigBee, then the ZigBee home automation platform might actually be, just because of that, might be a better choice. Yeah, I actually don't know, so I do not have a good advice. Where are the protocols for home automation so over-engineered? Well, like, there are a couple of protocols out there, right? We have Z-Wave, we have ZigBee, and some Wi-Fi protocols, which has different protocols over the Wi-Fi. Can you do backup in ZHA? Yes, you can. You can just backup Home Assistant. So why are there so many protocols? Well, what happens is that you have a group of people that make like the perfect home automation protocol, and then they like proprietary or open source it or whatever. So there's a protocol there, and then people aren't happy about the protocol because, well, HomeKit is partially closed and ZigBee is partially closed now, open, I think. I'm not sure what the status is. And Z-Wave, which is proprietary but partly open, and now they announced they're going to open. And then you have, I don't know, shit ton of protocols, right? And then the people are like, no, this is not good. This is not good. This protocol lacks this, and this protocol lacks that. And we should have one protocol that does the perfect thing. And we should design one and then make it open or not if it's perfect. And then we have another protocol. So what happens at this point is that we are getting another protocol created by a couple of members from Apple and HomeKit and the ZigBee Alliance group, and I don't know, some people came together and now are designing yet another new protocol, which is the perfect protocol, which is probably going to be like another protocol. XKCD, oh yeah, that is... Let's see. Sorry about that. Getting sick, I think. I think it's Corona. That's kidding. Let me switch to my desktop. This was the XKCD that we're talking about. Situation, there are 14 competing standards. Ridiculous. We need to develop a universal standard that covers everybody's use cases. Yeah, now there are 15 competing standards. That's actually the problem. And they get over-engineered every step a bit more. Every new protocol. Vattenfall cancelled the power plug. It was struggling to find a good replacement with stable fit. I found a IKEA plug and a Google Home remote works. Oh well, whatever works for you, mate. Like, it's like trying what you like, right? It should be HTTP over radio. That's kind of an interesting thought. It's like like Wi-Fi. To clarify, if you not want to switch sticks. To clarify what? Oh, not sure, I missed something. I'd say only real advantage is that there is now support practically all coordinator types. That's true. That's true. You support a lot of more sticks. That's actually why, in general, I do recommend the deCONZ stick, because like it works with ZigBee to MQTT at this point. I think they're now implementing the Combi too. But it works with all. Like if you buy a deCONZ stick, which generally look good, I think it's a great device for the price. Like it's 35 bucks, and it's a great device. It's like well packed. You do not have to flash it. It has warranty. It's like tested and stuff. And I think that's a great like USB stick to buy, or the Nortec sticks are well used as well, right? Instead of like creating your own CC one. I think like the deCONZ is a good choice. Like the Combi stick is a good choice because you can actually choose and try out multiple things. You can try deCONZ, and you can try the ZigBee home automation, and soon with the Combi 2 you can even try ZigBee to MQTT if that is more your thing. So I think the stick is like one of the best buys I ever did, because I truly believe that that stick is quality and had good experience with it, has a good range, and doesn't involve like flashing and doing weird things. Like I do not want to flash things if I can buy it at a decent price. Just working and being great, right? Evening, homies. Well, thank you for tuning in, Risphere. We're going to end the stream right here. And it's true though, I'm done streaming. I've enjoyed, my evening is done. I'm done talking. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the little comparison, a little exploration, and my fuck ups. And nevertheless, I learned today. I can actually tell what the differences are between like the Combi and the ZigBee home automation platform today. And I'm happy about that. So far for a spontaneous stream. See you later, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you all for helping me. And choo choo. See you later.